Ladies and gentlemen, this is JL from Aries Acolytes coming at you with a little bit of a different video today. Normally I focus on war, but I've decided to do a video here on some farming. I've been getting I think a lot of questions in the clan asking exactly how I farm, what army what army composition that I use that seems to be effective. And the one that I found a niche in, it's not some big secret. It's nothing big that I'm doing different. Uh, the only thing is that I find it to be a very versatile army in terms of it can farm for gold, it can farm for dark elixir, and you're not exactly burning a lot of regular elixir, pink elixir, while you're doing it. So, um, my army composition, it consists of 44 archers, 44 barbarians, 20 goblins, 12 giants, 4 wallbreakers, 2 hogs, and then right now I have my barb king upgrading, so I only have my archer queen and 8 wizards. And typically I bring 3 spells. Um, if I'm going for anything above 2,000 dark elixir, I usually try and use the 3 spells. Or typically what I find is that bases that have more than 2,000 dark elixir will require the 3 spells, because usually what ends up happening is the dark elixir's somewhere deep in the core, and so it requires some spells to get there. But what I found is using this army composition, it's not something that's really powerful. I'm not using a ton of giants. I'm not using a ton of wizards. Um, it's really a GW barch, I guess is what you could call it, and but it's effective, and I can attack pretty much max town hall 9s, and get into the core and get dark elixir. Sometimes, if it's not quite a max base, if they have a lot of their gold storages and elixir storages there in the core as well, or dark storages with all of these storages here in the core, I can get everything. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a couple of replays on that. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I do. I'm gonna start with this one, and keep in mind, guys, I'm doing this portion of it right now with no Barb King, and I'm able to execute and get Dark Elixir. I think on this one I decided there was a reason why I didn't go for the. Okay, so I look at this base, and what I'm gonna pause it really quick. What I saw here was I saw 2 accessible uh, Dark Elixir drills, and then I also saw a pretty heavy core here of storages, and then not a max town hall 9. Now I didn't do a great job on this one, but I could walk away with the 1500 dark elixir. I used I burned the 3 spells, and he had CC troops, which that's another thing. I do always bring a poison spell, and that's one of the reasons why I bring these hogs. If you come across a lot of these bases, a lot of them won't have centralized CCs. So what you can always do is get a couple hogs, get the lure, drop a poison spell on them, and very rarely are you going to find a drag. Anything high HP outside of giants, or just basically outside of giants, even Valks are very, very uncommon. So what you see mostly in terms of defense is wizards, archers, barbarians, minions. And a lot of those little troops like that, they're just gonna go down to a poison spell right away. So you bring that poison, you get the lure, you get them down, and then you don't have to worry about what it is, all these CC troops banging on your giants and getting them down, because then you won't have anything tanking for your wizards. And that's the primary goal when I'm using this GW barge. I usually try and target. I don't necessarily have to target something with dark elixir drills on the outside. This base just happened to have some. I decided to take advantage of it. So you're gonna see I drop about I don't know 10, 12 barbarians. Then I drop about was it 4 archers right in behind, drop a few more, so 7 archers. They're gonna get that dark elixir drilled down pretty quick, hopefully almost to the point where they almost get it down before the giants get there. Once that happens, all my troops start locking onto the giants, so I'm gonna have some issues here. So what I decide to do is you're gonna see me drop a barb down here. I want to get away from this cannon right here because I don't want that banging on my troops while I'm trying to take out these giants. You're just gonna see me start. That was, I don't know, this user interface is so sensitive sometimes. Those wall breakers were not meant to be dropped. They were a fat finger. And then the other thing I start to do is normally when you see like go wipes or go wee wees or go hose or go lava loon, you always have a funnel. Well, what I use is barbs and archers for my funnel, and then I come in on the back side and then I drop wizards to back up my giants. Once I've created the funnel, then I drop my giants, then I drop my wizards, and after this one, I start dropping in hogs because I had already taken out the enemy CCs, so I decided I'm just going to use some hogs here, get them going. Unfortunately, my dang queen took a walk here. Otherwise, I probably would have walked out with all this stuff right here in the storage. Yeah, she starts locking on up here. As you can tell, look how fast I got down the Dark Elixir storage. If you can get a rage spell over your wizards, and you have your giants tanking for them, they're just going to lock onto that Dark Elixir storage and just go to town. Now the side that I always choose whenever I'm coming for this is if they have a slightly off-centered Dark Elixir storage, I take the shortest route in, and I'm looking for something that where if I jump, I can jump from the entry compartment to the core or to the section that has the Dark Elixir storage. And my primary concern for the most part is Dark Elixir. However, I have used this for farming gold and pink elixir. Um, Pink elixir is a little bit harder to come by whenever you're doing this type of raid, but what I usually end up doing is I'll drop giants, barbs, and archers going for the pink elixir, and I just drop heroes with them, and then I do no spells. So if I come across like a dead base or a base that has really accessible elixir storages, that's my option. I'll go to just dropping giants, barbs, archers, maybe some wall breakers if I need to get in one section, and then I drop my heroes. And usually that's enough to get down the storages that I need and get me the resources that I need. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys another raid here, because that one wasn't a real high level Town Hall 9, but I have hit some. And another thing about this strategy is you're not going to necessarily sacrifice trophies while doing it. You can typically walk away with a 50%, or if they have a or a farming base, you can go back. You can drop just a few. I'm gonna pause this really quick. As you can tell, this guy has a town hall here on the outside, so it's a farming base. Then he has a pretty centralized CC right next to a Dark Elixir storage. So, pretty much the shortest route is coming in here from the top left-ish. But when you see these bases like this, you're like, okay, you have enough troops here in this barge section to drop a few archers over here on the corner. That's what I do. I drop a few archers. I'm going to get that town hall down. This way I'm not losing trophies, and then I'm going to start my funnel. Here you see me, I'm just dropping tons of barbs on this side. As you can tell, all my barbs are going to start going to that archer queen, so I want to make sure that I get plenty of archers, plenty of barbs there, backing that up so that I get that archer queen down fairly fast, and then come in and start attacking. So now I'm going to start dropping giants. I'm going to start dropping some wall breaker, and we're trying to wall break in. This is what I was talking about. Once I get that entry point into it, then I can jump right into the sections I need to. So I don't need to have to jump right from the get-go. I use those wall breakers effectively, and I get the jump so that I can get into the core. And there you go. There, I dropped the jump right there. And then here's another thing that I do. I typically hold my goblins until they can streamline right into storages, and I was able to hold off on them for quite some time, and then they went straight for for this storage right here. My queen had locked onto the dark elixir storage, and now she's coming over here. I'm gonna pop the ability, take that out, and once I see, okay, what else can I really get? All my tanks have run out. You're gonna see me just walk away saying, oh nope, I'm gonna keep my queen alive. Got the 50%, got two stars on it. So I walk away with 14 cups, tons of gold, and over 2,000 dark elixirs. In my book, that's a successful raid. Um, the other thing about my army is that it only takes about 30 minutes to cook. That's it. 30. See, I attacked 32 minutes ago. I already have a full army camp going. As long as you have your wizards queuing, um, you can typically get this attack in within 30 minutes. Now right now I have my spell factory boosted because I'm really interested in trying to pump up my dark elixir. That's a very good option if you can burn the 10 gems. But if you can't, you don't have any gems, what I usually do is rather than wait on the spells, I'll alternate. And this is usually how I assess a base. If it's more than 2,000 dark elixir, I use spells. If it's less than 1,500, I don't have to use spells. That's just usually how I see things, and most of the time it works out that way. So I'll alternate. I'll do the 30-minute attack with spells, or the first attack with spells, second attack without, third with, and I alternate that way. And if you can get 2,000 and 2,000 plus on your first, and about 1,000 plus on your second, you're looking at usually clearing 3,500 dark elixir per hour. So you can get 10 attacks in that way. You're getting 35k per day. That's a high commitment, but it's not something that's not doable if you continue to have successful attacks. I've seen some people that have used this attack continuously for about 15 hours, and they were able to walk away with over 50,000 dark elixir for the day. So it's something I think you guys could would be beneficial. My clanmates have, like I said, they've been asking me. Here, I'm going to take a look at one more attack here, really quick, kind of give you guys a breakdown. Here's another one where the town hall is farming base. So you got just drop a few archers, and then you're going to see me come up here, and I'm going to start the funnel. And usually, drop one archer at first, try and gauge to see if it's a dang troll base. I hate troll bases. Anybody, if you guys really have troll bases, please stop. The whole point of the farming base is so that you guys can get a shield. So a troll base doesn't really serve the purpose of getting a shield, because this is just my experience. But whenever I come across a troll base like that, if I have the troops, even if I have to burn more troops than I would have ever wanted, I will do it just to smash that base and to get the cups, so that they'll possibly think about not doing a troll base, just so that, I don't know, it's just maybe teaching them a lesson. But yeah, so I come in, I start my funnel, Get the giants going, get the wizards going in, backing up right behind it. Got that rage spell and that jump spell, and that's the meal tick. If you just get the rage and the jump right there, um, your wizards under rage just really go to work, and they get it down. As you can tell on this one, I didn't even need the a heal spell. Once my wizards were sitting in a rage and within range of that dark elixir storage, they lock on, and it goes down really quick. So that's my guide, guys, on how to farm primarily dark elixir, but like I said, it's versatile enough to and cheap enough and fast enough to farm for both gold and pink elixir. So I really recommend it. Hope you guys like it. Um, if you guys have any questions or comments about it, please feel free. I'll get back to you guys. And hope you guys enjoyed this. This is JL from Aries Acolytes signing off.